Sauber has gone for the new sponsors before the German giant Audi takes over. And it is sort of a weird decision. Sure, they have gotten a huge amount of money, and it sure will solve some of the problems with their car, but still, kick.com and stake.com? While they gear up to become Audi's official F1 team in 2026, Sauber's playing it smart. They've sold their naming rights of their car and team for the next 2 seasons to their existing sponsors, stake.com and kick.com. So the official entry list will call them Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber. But don't worry, we'll just call them Sauber for the next couple years. Just like we skip the long names for other teams. So who are these new sponsors and what's their deal? Let's dive into Stake and Kick and see what they bring to the Sauber table. Sauber's new sponsors are not exactly game changers, but hey, they will pay the bills. Stake is a crypto casino and betting site, and Kick is a Twitch-like streaming platform. While they don't exactly bring F1 expertise to the table, they're throwing money at Sauber, which is good news for the team as they wait for Audi to roll in 2026. Think of it as a 2-tier pit stop before the German giants take the wheel. Team principal Alessandro Aluni-Bravi said, "Sauber has always been about innovation, breaking the mold and defying convention. The partnership with Kick.com is the latest and boldest display of this philosophy that drives us. Kick.com is redefining the way live streaming is done, and they will adopt the same disruptive approach in the world of Formula 1. With Kick.com, our goal is to take the next step in finding new and innovative ways to get closer to our fans." Well, I couldn't figure out how Kick.com has disrupted the entire streaming industry. Kick and Stake co-founder Bijan Tehrani said, "Kick.com has seen tremendous growth since its inception and is continuing to make waves in the streaming industry. Kick's content is fast-paced and engaging, like what we witness every Grand Prix weekend. Just like this partnership, Kick was essentially destined for the racetrack. We are thrilled to take our collaboration to an unparalleled magnitude, backed by our knowledge of motorsport culture and our passion for cutting-edge technology. Exceptionally, this universally popular sport aligns perfectly with our product and what we're building at Kick.com." Bijan Tehrani and Edward Craven are the 2 co-founders of the billion-dollar cryptocurrency gambling platform Stake.com and the streaming service Kick. And they have faced recent controversies despite their company's financial success. A former business partner, Christopher Freeman, accused Tehrani and Craven of misleading him and shutting him out of Stake.com. He filed a $580 million lawsuit against the company, alleging fraud and breach of contract. However, a US court dismissed the lawsuit due to jurisdictional issues, giving the Stake.com founders a temporary reprieve. Stake.com was launched in 2017 and quickly became a major player in the online gambling scene, particularly popular among cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Its aggressive marketing campaigns, featuring endorsements from athletes and celebrities, have fueled its rapid growth. However, the company has also faced criticism for its targeting of young audiences and its lack of responsible gambling practices. Kick has also attracted attention. This platform is known for its focus on user-generated content and has been praised for its innovation, but also criticized for its potential to host harmful or illegal content. While Stake.com and Kick might not bring F1 expertise, their wallets speak volumes. They're selling out big bucks for their naming rights to Sauber's chassis and team for the next 2 seasons. Think of it as a temporary rebrand before Audi takes the wheel in 2026. Remember when Stake.com partnered with Sauber? That was a cool $100 million for 3 years. But what do fans think of the name change? Well, let's see.
Rowe stated, "I'm still going to call you Sauber no matter what it is." Another fan showed his disappointment by saying, "We weren't expecting a basic team name, just not an absolutely horrendous one." An account named Nick posted, "Until everyone ignores the sponsor and just calls the team Sauber anyway." And the tweets continues as, "It's Team Sauber to us in the real world. Everyone will call you Sauber anyway. This is really not the flex you think it is."
Well, it is safe to say fans don't like the new name. Anyway, with Kick joining the party, the price tag has surely gone up. But hey, for Sauber, it's a cash injection to keep things running smoothly until Audi arrives. Audi's revving up for Formula 1 in 2026, and they've already grabbed a seat at the Sauber table. They've started with a minority share in 2023, and they're about to double it, then triple it over the next year. Until Audi brings their new engine, Sauber's still chugging along with Ferrari power. So what's in store for the new Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber in 2024? Sauber might have a new sponsor, but the faces behind the wheel and wrenches stay the same. Valtteri Bottas knows it's been a bumpy ride. 9th in the Constructors' Championship isn't exactly champagne and podiums. Still, Bottas is focused on a brand new car for 2024. He's hoping this cash injection fuels a smoother journey. although only time will tell if the money magic works. He joined Alfa Romeo with a bang, racking up top 10 finishes in 7 out of the first 9 races, but the rest of the season was a deflated balloon. They ended up 6th in 2022, but slumped to 9th in 2023. Bottas personally fared even worse, dropping from 10th with 49 points in 2022 to a mere 15th with just 10 points in 2023. His 8th place finish in Bahrain and Qatar barely saved the season from total crash and burn. It's not surprising that when asked about his year's highlights, Bottas struggled to find anything to celebrate. He said, "Qatar, all I can remember is that it was hot. I don't even know where I finished. So the highlights? I think, sadly, I would say that the very first race of the season, we had a solid weekend. We scored immediately and everything was looking quite good. But then, it's been a tough ride. There's been a few occasions we've scored, but not enough times. So I'm definitely waiting for more highlights next year with a new car." Sauber's 2023 struggle wasn't a lack of upgrades. The upgrades themselves were duds. That wasn't just their problem. Other teams had similar woes. And let's be honest, teammate Zhou needs a serious step up in 2024 if he wants to keep his seat. Bottas barely saw points, let alone fought for them. But hey, next year's a new dawn. The good thing is that Sauber, along with big names like Mercedes and Ferrari, recognized their car was fundamentally flawed, and they are finally throwing out the old blueprint and starting fresh. So, while 2023 was a bumpy ride, 2024 might just be the year they finally hit the gas and leave the dust behind. Valtteri Bottas and the Sauber team are acknowledging that their car has hit a dead end. Instead of throwing good money after bad on-tweaks and upgrades, they're taking a radical turn. It's time for a clean sheet and a whole new approach. That's where James Key and Sauber come in. Under his guidance, a brand new design team is revving up, ready to build a machine that can roar onto the 2024 track. As for Bottas, he'll be putting the new car through his paces, giving Key and the team crucial feedback to fine-tune their creation. So while 2023 might have been a pit stop for Sauber, 2024 is shaping up to be a full-throttle comeback. Buckle up, because they're aiming to leave the competition in the dust. Bottas said, "I'm glad that it's over now, and next year, everyone starts from zero again." There's been many changes in the team lately, and I think positive changes. The concept of next year's car looks interesting, so in that sense, I do have hopes. But now we need to work hard for them and try again. The main thing is that we need a new car. And it needs to be different. So that's, I would say, the biggest takeaway we take from this year. Clearly, we've hit the end with this car's development. We just haven't been able to find anything big, so the whole concept needs to be different. That's what we've learned. From what I've seen, I'm happy because there are differences. I think that's what we need. There are so many question marks. It's still early days, but at least we're seeing progress, and the last few weeks have actually been quite productive at the factory. With James Key, their new technical mastermind, at the helm, Sauber's ditching the pit stop and going for a full-on sprint to the finish line. They're throwing everything they've got into 2024, with a brand new car and chassis built from scratch. Sure, the Stake F1 team kick Sauber is a tongue twister of a name and might leave you longing for the Alfa Romeo days, but hey, let's focus on the real prize, getting the competitive spirit back on track. There you have it. What do you think? Can Sauber make a comeback with their shiny new ride? What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comment section below.